All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in beautiful Hamilton, Ontario. Got my man Zach on the camera, and today we're looking at a property that I bought about 3 years ago. It was my first break into commercial real estate. It's still residential, multifamily residential. It's an 11-unit apartment building. We bought it about 2-3 years ago, and I thought today we'd just have a look. You can see, what that really means to actually move from that single family or student rentals, whatever you're doing, up into the multi-res side. I like to think of Hamilton as Toronto's Brooklyn. It's about an hour west of Toronto. I believe the median house price is around $500,000. You have a really good working class environment here, and rental rates have increased over the last few years. And vacancy rates remain low. I think vacancy is like 3%. One thing a lot of people don't know about Hamilton is the population's about 530,000 people. So it's the 10th largest municipality in Canada. So for all those reasons, we thought it would be a great place to invest. In addition to that, it has a great presence, not just working class presence, but it has a great educational presence. You have McMaster University, which is one of the best universities in North America for medical and science, and that's just not too far from here. And you have a great educational workforce here as well. So the stats for the building, it's 11-unit multifamily building. The gross income, the rent is about $130,000 a year, and I think that kind of gets the net operating income at around $80,000. So it was a good purchase for us. The value has gone up quite a bit since we purchased it. And it was just right place, right time. Now, in terms of multifamily, moving from single family to multifamily, like I've said in other videos, it really is going to be supported by the building. If you can show income for the building, you can go to a bank, and that's a little bit of an easier way to get financing as opposed to single family, where it's a lot more dependent on the individual. Our strategy with the building was value add. We wanted to bring low rents up to market. This actual area too was large enough. We had an architect come in, and it was large enough to actually put in another suite. So that's something we're also looking at, just to increase that net operating income and increase the value of the building. Okay, and you probably all want to know pricing. So I like to be open book with my viewers and listeners, and the pricing for this at the time was $1.2 million. To give a little bit of context, if you're in downtown Toronto, the pricing for multifamily per unit, that's usually the metric that's used, is $300,000 per unit. It's $250,000 to $300,000 right downtown. So for a lot of the Americans out there, that just seems astronomical, and it is. We are very similar to Manhattan, very similar to Los Angeles. The only other area in Canada that would be as pricey is probably Vancouver. So we really need to go outside of the major markets to try to get away from that high valuation. And that's why places like Hamilton, London, Ontario, Waterloo, that's where you've seen a lot of investors go to find a little bit more of those affordable deals.